Have you ever wondered how a single accident can irrevocably change the course of human life? Picture this. Ordinary days transforming into moments of chaos and distress, leaving a profound impact on individuals, societies, and our precious environment. Catastrophes, both natural and man-made, have time and again demonstrated their ruthless capacity to shake the world. In this video, we dive into the 9 most devastating accidents that have occurred on our planet. From industrial disasters to aviation catastrophes, these incidents have not only claimed countless lives, but also left scars on the face of history. They serve as harsh reminders of the fragility of human life and the potential consequences of negligence, recklessness, and disregard for safety measures. Each of these incidents has a story to tell, lessons to impart, and a legacy that continues to resonate. So buckle up. It's going to be a bumpy ride. Join us as we journey through time, revisiting these impactful moments in history. Number 1. Our journey begins in 1984 in the city of Bhopal, India. It's here that a tragedy of unprecedented scale unfolded at a pesticide plant operated by Union Carbide India Limited. A lethal cloud of methyl isocyanate gas escaped into the night, leading to a catastrophe whose impact reverberates till date. The immediate fallout was devastating. Within hours, thousands succumbed to the toxic fumes, and tens of thousands were injured, their lives forever altered. But the disaster didn't stop there. The lingering effects of the gas, combined with contaminated water and soil, led to birth defects and diseases that claimed even more lives in the ensuing years. The Bhopal disaster also sparked a global conversation on industrial safety and corporate liability. It was a harsh reminder of the potential fallout of negligence and the dire need for stringent regulations to prevent such occurrences. The Bhopal disaster remains one of the deadliest industrial accidents in history. Its legacy is a sobering testament to the human cost of industrial progress when safety is compromised. Number 2, 2 years later, in 1986, another catastrophe struck, this time in Chernobyl, Ukraine. The Chernobyl disaster, often cited as the worst nuclear power plant accident in history, was a catastrophic nuclear accident that occurred on April 26. A routine safety test simulating a power outage spiraled out of control, leading to an explosion and a fire that spewed a dangerous cloud of radioactive material into the atmosphere. The immediate fallout was devastating, with 2 plant workers dying that night, and 28 more people dying within a few weeks from acute radiation sickness. But the disaster's impact didn't end there. The fallout contaminated large parts of Europe, leading to long-term health issues and a significant increase in cancer rates. Even today, the exclusion zone, an area of about 1,000 square miles, remains largely uninhabitable. The catastrophe at Chernobyl is a stark reminder of nuclear power's potential for devastation. Number 3, moving forward to 1988, a tragedy unfolded in the North Sea. The Piper Alpha oil platform, a massive structure amidst the cold, unforgiving waves, was the scene of one of the deadliest accidents in offshore drilling history. A gas leak ignited, causing a catastrophic explosion that claimed the lives of 167 men. The vastness of the sea, usually a source of life, became a vast tomb for these unfortunate souls. But from this disaster, lessons were learned. The immediate aftermath saw a push for improved safety regulations, better maintenance practices, and more stringent emergency response measures in the offshore drilling industry. The long-term effects were even more transformative. The Piper Alpha disaster sparked a complete overhaul of safety practices within the industry, forcing companies to prioritize the well-being of their workers over production quotas. Piper Alpha, a disaster that changed the face of offshore drilling. Number 4, in the same year, 1988, an aviation disaster shook Japan. Japan Airlines Flight 123 was a routine domestic flight that turned into one of the deadliest single aircraft accidents in history. A catastrophic failure in the plane's rear pressure bulkhead led to an explosive decompression, causing the plane to crash into the mountains. The immediate aftermath saw an outpouring of grief and shock across Japan and the world. But it wasn't just a tragedy, it was a wake-up call. The accident led to an extensive investigation, revealing a faulty repair job by Boeing 7 years prior. This discovery sent ripples through the aviation industry, prompting a reevaluation of safety standards and practices. In the years following the disaster, we've seen significant improvements in aviation safety. New regulations and procedures were implemented, creating a ripple effect across the globe. Yet, the memory of the lives lost in this disaster continues to serve as a stark reminder of the importance of diligence and caution in aviation. Japan Airlines Flight 123, a heartbreaking event that led to drastic changes in aviation safety. Number 5, let's go back in time to 1917 to the Canadian city of Halifax. On a chilly morning of December 6th, 2 ships, the SS Mont Blanc, a French cargo ship laden with high explosives, and the SS Imo, a Norwegian vessel, collided in the Halifax harbor. This collision ignited a fire on the Mont Blanc, leading to a catastrophic explosion, now known as the Halifax explosion. In an instant, the blast obliterated the Richmond district of Halifax, claiming nearly 2,000 lives and injuring approximately 9,000. The explosion was so massive that it generated a tsunami in the harbor and a pressure wave of air that snapped trees, bent iron rails, and shattered windows miles away. The aftermath was devastating, with over 25,000 people left without adequate shelter in the harsh Canadian winter. However, the city of Halifax rose from the ashes, rebuilding itself into the vibrant city it is today. The Halifax explosion, a disaster that reshaped an entire city. Number 6, now we travel to New York City in 1911. In the heart of the city, the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory was a bustling hub of garment production. On March 25th, a small fire sparked, quickly escalating into an uncontrollable inferno due to the factory's cramped conditions, flammable materials, and lack of safety measures. Workers found themselves trapped by locked exit doors, a grim deterrent against unauthorized breaks or theft. In a desperate attempt to escape the flames, many jumped from the high windows, a sight that horror feed on lookers. This devastating fire claimed the lives of 146 workers, most of them young immigrant women. The Triangle Shirtwaist Factory fire sent shockwaves throughout the nation, sparking outrage and sorrow. The tragedy served as a catalyst for change, leading to substantial reforms in labor laws and the implementation of stricter fire safety regulations. It marked a turning point in history, where the value of human life and safety started to outweigh profit. The Triangle Shirtwaist Factory fire, a tragedy that transformed labor laws and fire safety measures. Number 7, Fast forward to 2013, in Dhaka, Bangladesh. Here, a bustling garment factory known as Rana Plaza stood tall. But on the morning of April 24th, it tragically collapsed, killing over 1,000 people and injuring around 2,500. The cause? Gross negligence, with the building's owner ignoring warnings about severe structural cracks that had appeared the day before. The immediate aftermath was a chaotic scene of rescue efforts as people frantically searched the rubble for survivors. The world watched in horror, the scale of the disaster revealing the dark underbelly of the fast fashion industry. In the long term, the Rana Plaza collapse led to significant changes. It sparked a global outcry that led to stricter building safety regulations in Bangladesh and beyond. It also forced the garment industry to confront the harsh realities of their supply chains, leading to improved working conditions for many. The Rana Plaza collapse, a disaster that sparked an international outcry for better working conditions. Number 8. In 2010, a catastrophe unfolded in the Gulf of Mexico. An offshore drilling rig, the Deepwater Horizon, suffered a fatal blowout, leading to an explosion and a subsequent oil spill. The blowout was the result of a series of missteps and oversights from the rig's operator, BP, and its partners. The immediate fallout was devastating. 11 lives lost and 17 injured. But the disaster didn't end there. Over the course of 87 days, nearly 5 million barrels of oil gusheded into the Gulf, creating one of the worst environmental disasters in history. The spill wreaked havoc on the marine ecosystem, leading to the death of thousands of birds, mammals, and sea turtles, and damaging the fishing and tourism industries. Even today, the repercussions of the spill are felt. The Gulf's environment is still recovering, and the incident has triggered significant changes in offshore drilling regulations. Deepwater Horizon, a stark reminder of the dangers of deep sea oil drilling. Number 9. Lastly, we visit Fukushima, Japan in 2011. Our scene unfolds in the wake of a magnitude 9 earthquake, the most powerful to ever hit Japan, which triggered a devastating tsunami. These natural disasters led to a man-made catastrophe at the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant. The tsunami's towering waves overwhelmed the plant's defenses, causing power failure and the subsequent meltdown of 3 nuclear reactors. The immediate impact was catastrophic. Radiation leaks led to the evacuation of over 150,000 residents. The surrounding areas were rendered uninhabitable, a ghost land in the heart of Japan. Long-term consequences are still unfolding. Cleanup efforts are ongoing. Even over a decade later, the environmental and health impacts continue to be a significant concern. And the psychological trauma, the echo of the disaster, lingers in the hearts of those affected. The Fukushima nuclear accident, a sobering testament to the power and danger of nuclear energy. From industrial mishap to nuclear disasters, these accidents have left an indelible mark on humanity. Each tale of catastrophe we've explored today, from the harrowing Bhopal disaster to the devastating Fukushima nuclear accident, serves as a stark reminder of the consequences when things go terribly wrong. These incidents have not only resulted in tragic loss of life, but also have had far-reaching environmental and socio-economic impacts. The Piper Alpha oil rig explosion, the Halifax explosion, the Chernobyl disaster, and the Deepwater Horizon oil spill, among others, are all poignant examples of how critical it is to prioritize safety and disaster preparedness. These tragic events underscore the importance of stringent safety regulations, rigorous inspections, and the need for effective emergency response plans. As we reflect on these disasters, let's not forget the Rana Plaza collapse and the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory fire, stark reminders of the human cost of negligence. As we move forward, let us remember these accidents, not just as tragedies, but as lessons in the pursuit of a safer, more aware world. Having taken this sobering journey through some of the world's biggest disasters, we hope you found this video both informative and thought-provoking. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. It's through your support that we can continue to bring such engaging content to the fore. Remember, subscribing to our channel not only shows your appreciation for our work, but also ensures that you don't miss out on any of our upcoming videos. We regularly cover a wide range of topics, so there's always something new and interesting waiting for you. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. That way, you'll be the first to know when we upload a new video, keeping you at the forefront of knowledge. In closing, we would like to remind you that the purpose of this video is not just to recount tragic events, but to stress the importance of safety, preparedness, and learning from past mistakes. Each incident we've discussed today holds valuable lessons for us all. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Stay safe, stay informed, and we'll see you in the next video.